And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And out of bounds right around the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 27 yards.
And the Eagles have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
2 now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
On first down, Hurts.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down.
Hurts.
He's got Smith here.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw is Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. And cycle.
Tua to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to take another shot here, and that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Oh, that was my best/closest game I ever freaking had.